Well guys, welcome back to another episode. As you can see, we're in a winter wonderland today. Today is Saturday. On Tuesday we had a huge dump in the snow here in Scotland. I don't know what other parts of the UK have been like, but here in Scotland, as you can see, we've had a ton of snow. And I'm sure you'll agree with me, the camp looks absolutely fantastic in the snow here, so looks really nice, really smart, really happy with that. Just having a look around the camp there's quite a few animal tracks here. I'm not an expert tracker, but you can see there is deer tracks in and around this wood, and the deer have came fairly close to the camp here, so you can see they've been quite curious coming up, having a look, a sniff around camp, which, you know, that's pretty cool to see that they're so close by us here. I just also want to apologise. In my last video I told you that I was going to do a midweek episode of my kit care and equipment. Due to the weather, I'm a HGV driver, I'm a truck driver, so the roads have been terrible, so this week at work has been absolutely horrendous. I've been working late every night this week, so I've unfortunately not been able to get home in time to make a video, edit and put it up, so depending on how today goes, I might combine the kit care and equipment video with today's video, merge it all together and do my care video here and merge it to today's video. But we'll see how today's goes. I just really wanted to come up and see the camp in the snow, see how everything's held up, because it's had a huge dump in the snow on top. I wanted to make sure that the weight wasn't going to put too much pressure on any of the structures that we built here, and everything seems to be standing fairly well, so really impressed with that. It shows that the camp itself is nice and solid. So what I'm going to do in a wee moment, I've picked up some firewood, clear out the fire pit, get a wee fire going, and start to make lunch shortly, because it's pretty cold, as you could probably tell. You can see the snow's blowing right in there, but the thing that I was concerned about most is that roof with the weight on it, but it seems to be pretty solid. It's held up pretty well, so yeah, I'm impressed with that. That's pretty good. Take a walk around the back of the rest of the shelters and see how they're looking. This also gives you a wee tour round about the camp as well, actually. So again, there's a lot of guys in Canada and North America watch this channel and watch my videos, and they'll be watching this thinking, oh, it's just a wee bit of snow, the temperature's only that cold. But I think here in Scotland, I think when the temperature reaches below zero, it feels a lot colder than what it actually is. I think there's been pretty much, the UK pretty much been an island. We get a lot of wind here, so you've got the freezing temperatures and the wind as well, which gives you a wind chill factor, which is it really does make it feel a lot colder than what it is. Well, you can see this is where we're going to build the log store. Everything's covered in snow at the moment. I'm just here myself today. Too cold to bring Sophia today. She found it really cold last week, and it's a hell of a lot colder today, so yeah, thought I'd just leave her at home. Don't intend staying up here too long, just a couple of hours just to check things out, have a bit of lunch, and then head home again. So there's a fire pit there. Yep, so fire pit here. I'm just going to get all the snow cleared out here. Get a fire lit, get a wee chair next to it, and get some lunch on the go. So I'll bring you back once I'm doing that, guys. So last week you went and seen me make a mallet because I had forgot my axe. This week I've obviously remembered my axe, but I broke the mallet. So I'm going to make another one because last week I didn't record it all myself making it, so I'm going to do that this week, show you how I make it. So I'll bring the camera in and I'll make a start. So the only tools that you're going to need for this is a knife and a saw. So here you are, you've got your log there. What you want to do, maybe about the halfway point on that log, just start to saw through. I'm going to do that, but cut a few inches into the log all the way around. So I've got a complete circle cut there, a couple of inches deep into the log. So you can see I've went and switched saws. I've went and switched from the big saw to using the Laplander. I just find it's easier to do smaller cuts like this with a smaller saw. So you can see I'm just rotating the log round. Yes, I've done a few strokes and got a couple of inches deep into the log. Just keep rotating that round. And if I've cut it straight, it should marry up with where I've cut it originally. Where I've started to saw originally, sorry. So, I'll just show you now. I don't know if you can see that. That's where I originally started to saw. So you can see I've just got that wee bit in the middle here, and that's the two lines meeting up. So I did manage to get it straight all the way around. I'm just going to quickly go around all that again, now that I've got a nice straight line all the way around, and just take it another inch deeper. Otherwise the handle's going to be far too thick. So once you've completed that stage, sorry I'm cutting my head off here again, but it's better if I have the camera angled down a wee bit. So once you've completed that stage, you've got your line sawn all the way through. You want to take your knife, which is here, and just another bit a bit of wood that you can use to batten it down. You just want to take the knife, I'll just angle this here, take it an inch or two in from the edge, and that's roughly how deep you've sawn into the log. You went about 2 inches deep, and you just want to batten that down. I'll show you in a minute. You can see that'll break away. Where it's breaking away, I have sawn slightly deeper than that, but what I'll do is keep battening it round, taking bits off like that. Bring you back once I've battened all the way around that. So you can see I've now battened the entire way around the log, but you can see where I've sawn it there, it's still deeper than where I've battened it to. So what I'm going to keep doing is just keep battening that down, so you're pretty much in essence just using your knife as a chisel and you're just chiseling away at that until you reach where your saw line is, and hopefully by then the handle should be a lot thinner. So I'm just going to keep cracking on with that, and I'll bring you back and show you when I'm finished. So there you can see that's batting right down to where the saw line was now, but spinning it around you can see how rough that handle is. So I'm going to get the fire going in a wee minute, and I'm just going to sit in front of the fire and maybe just chip away at that and make it a bit more rounded, better for working with. Well guys, that's me prepped on my firewood. Got a fire lay here, thin sticks, worked my way up in size to reach the good fuel for burning. So I'm just going to bring the fire in, bring the camera in, show me getting this fire lit. We'll try and light it with some birch bark today. Problem that I sometimes find when using birch bark to light a fire is try to keep the bark itself flat, because once I lift my fingers off this, it tends to ping up and ping all the shavings away that I've just made. So there we go, try it like that. There we go. I'm just going to put a few more bits of birch bark on that. I'll bring you back once the fire's a bit more established. I'll get some lunch on the go after that. Well guys, you can see that's the fire going nice and good now. I've just been sitting here carving away at this, trying to make it a bit more rounded so it's a bit better to work with. So I'm going to do this for another few more minutes, then I'm going to get my lunch prepared, and I'll show you what I brought with me for my lunch today. But yeah, I just thought I'd sit here by the fire, have a bit of a relaxing day. Do you know what? When we bring the camera in, you can hear me a bit better and we can sit and have a wee chat, That's a bit better now, guys. So, yeah, just hear them on today. Sometimes like coming here them on. Sitting here listening to the fire. No other woodland sounds. As much as I like coming up here with other people and having the company, sort of guy who enjoys my own company, enjoy being on my own. Sinking into the snow there. Sort this chair out a wee bit. Aye, so enjoy being on my own, I enjoy my own company. I don't know, I like just to sit there, reflect on things, have a wee few hours to myself, sit here and think away my own thoughts. I think it's good for your mental health as well, to get away every now and then on your own into the outdoors. I think the outdoors is one of the best places that you can be if you suffer from mental health. I suffer from mental health, not ashamed to say it. It's not something that shouldn't be talked about. I know a lot of guys shy away from talking about their mental health. I used to, don't now. I've received a lot of help over the years. And I'm at a stage now where I can sit here and I can talk about it quite comfortably. And this right here, this is what helps me most. Even though, I tell you what, it's in the minuses today, but I'm not that cold. I've got all my layers on, sitting next to the fire. What could be better? What could be better for your mental health than this? It's just the most therapeutic thing that I can ever imagine. So if you're sitting at home and you're watching this right now, and you're looking out the window and you're thinking, well, it looks cold and miserable out there, just get out, give it a wee try. Come out somewhere, get a wee fire lit, but remember, leave no trace. Clear up your fire scar at the end of the day, and just sit by the fire, listening to the sounds, and you'd be surprised how much better you feel after it. So yeah, get out and give it a try, guys. I said earlier on actually about quite a few guys from Canada and North America watch this channel, watch me. One of them actually messaged me the other day there, and he found it funny that even though I'm speaking English, he still has to watch the channel with the subtitles up, because I don't know if he can't understand my accent or what, but leave me a comment. Do you find it hard to understand me? Is my accent hard to understand? Can you understand me quite fine? I don't know if it's my accent that he finds hard to understand or just my gibbering, because I tend to gibber on a wee bit and I stutter and trip over my words quite a lot. I'm quite bad for that. So aye, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. See, like I say words like hink instead of think. Is it that? Is that the problem? I'm not using correct English. I'm using slang, Scottish slang. So yeah guys, I'm just going to sit here and chip away at that. Let that fire down a wee bit. I'll get some lunch on the go. A Scottish lunch today. I've got some rolls with square sausage and some brown sauce to go on that. Nice simple meal. A lot of people don't like coming out into the woods on their own. I find it lonely, but I find if you just keep yourself busy when you're out here, loneliness isn't really an issue for me. You know what really actually got me into coming out and doing bushcraft and outdoors was actually another YouTube channel that I used to watch. I still do watch. There's a guy called Hayes Outdoors, a Yorkshire guy, a guy from England, and he done this thing called Shows Your Steak Challenge, and it was just a thing that he put out there. He went out into the woods and he cooked a steak in the woods. That's all he done. And he sat down and he talked about mental health, men's mental health in particular. And at that time, when I seen that video, I had an interest in outdoors, but not as much as what I do now. And I was just sitting there and I think, God, I was really depressed at the time. I was suffering from depression quite badly at that time that I seen that video. And after hearing him talk about mental health and how the outdoors helps him, etc, etc, I went out and I gave it a try. I went out, I didn't cook a steak, mind you, but I just went out into the woods and I lit a fire and I loved it. I think it just works wonders for your soul. I think when I'm at home or if I'm at work and things are getting a bit too much for me, just get outside and I just feel like it resets my mind. I feel a completely different person after I've been in the woods for a couple of hours. It doesn't have to be the woods, you could be up a mountain, by the side of a river, anywhere, seaside, just outdoors in general. The fresh air, the noises, the sights. So yeah, that's where my love of the outdoors came from. Just watching a YouTube channel like what you're doing now. So that channel, that inspired me to get out and do what I do now. And I would like to hope that I can have the same effect on people who are watching my channel. I'd like to think that people are maybe sitting here watching this who are maybe not feeling too great at the moment and just think to themselves, you know what, he's right, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to give that a try. And if you do, leave me a comment. Let me know how you felt after it. Sorry, you weren't expecting to click on this video and hear me sitting here having a wee heart-to-heart with you. Anyway, we keep working away on that later, but right now I'm going to go and get my lunch started, so I'll bring you back in a wee minute, guys. Well guys, I would say that's lunch ready. I'm just going to get that sausage on the roll. Ingredient today, I'm going to have 1.5 on each roll. So, I'll bring you back in a wee minute. I've just went and chucked a ton more of firewood on, not a ton more, but enough to keep me warm while I have lunch. So I've been looking forward to this all morning. Well, it's early afternoon now, so I'm probably going to have this and then just tidy up and head home. I promised the kids I would take them out sledging this afternoon, so it doesn't get dark till around 5 o'clock anyway. So, I say I'll have this, let the fire out, tidy up, and head home. I've not found time to do the kit gear and equipment. Part of the filming. Time just kind of got away from me today. But the sole purpose of today was just to come out, see the camp in the snow, relax and have some lunch, a bit of me time after a hard day at work, hard week at work. So that's exactly what I'm getting out today. Well guys, I'm just going to finish up my lunch here and I'll wrap up the video as well. So again, thanks for clicking on the video, thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed the video, if you've enjoyed the channel, as always leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, try and keep the momentum going. The subscribers I want to keep boosting higher and higher, and the more subscribers I get the better it is for me. In terms of it gives me a boost to go out and make more videos. So, until next time, see you guys.